What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Dark Avenger comic book review. Along with me is my brother Mike. You guys know me. I'm the Dark Avenger Chris, and you are here with us for episode 443 of spitting all over the place. Jeez, sorry, keyboard. Of the Dark Avenger comic book review series. Well, 443 episodes strong. I can't wait for next week. I don't know why, but I'm excited for 444. I don't know why. You know, it only happens every 100. You know, you get one. Every 100. You get one number that has the 555, 666.
Well, we don't want to get
that's going to be that we're going to have to do something special for that.
Interesting.
That's a long time away. We got Legend Storm. What's up, Legend Storm? Tevia just popped into the comments. Tevia, I'm going to give you the heads up now for tomorrow Frontline Live. Put your top 5 in early. Thank you. This was your public comic Frontline service announcement. Also, speaking of Comic Frontline and Frontline Live, tomorrow is our Frontline Live 200th episode. If you are around tomorrow night, we're going to have some fun on Frontline Live, so hopefully we will see you all there. And Tevia, no run-on sentences, one sentence long. Each. One sentence, and not run-on sentence. We got Justin in the comments. We got Alan in the comments. Tell Mike what I asked him about the other day. Just sent him, and it works.
I didn't get anything. Then what to me? Oh, well now I got it.
Now he got it.
Let me see.
So we got some stuff to talk about before we get into this episode.
The thing. I'll check later, thanks.
I have it right there, dude.
What he sent me, it just...
Alright, whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat, man.
I mean, I can watch it at work.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So we have a special video that's going to be happening this week. It's either going to drop on Thursday or Friday. One of the two. We are waiting for confirmation. Yes, it will be uploaded either Thursday or Friday. It depends when everything is set.
But you said you want to do it.
Yes. If that's when everything comes into play, yes.
Well, I need to know.
We'll talk about this off stream. So anyway, sometime this week we're gonna have a special video for everybody. So 200 episode return of Chris and Mike. Dude, you are just pulling strings now. But probably we might tomorrow. We might for a bit. We might. So expect a really cool video. Reminder: I do have a poll up, and I'm gonna remind everybody at the end of the show, in the middle of the show, just. Either Alan, Justin, or both of y'all, please, every so often, post a link to the voting. I am testing out. Last week, I told you guys I was going to test out that voters' choice review. I did Avengers issue 1 last week. This week, I set a poll up because there are many number ones. There are a lot of number ones coming out this coming week. We got Venom. We got Justice League No Justice, that miniseries. We got... shoot, what else did I put down there? We have another first part to The Hunt for Wolverine, and then we have the final part to Batman White Knight. So I put all 4 of those in a poll. It's going to be a viewer's choice week, everyone. Now, obviously, I'm going to be reviewing all 4 of these books. They're in my poll. However, I'm going to let the viewers, I'm going to let you guys decide what I'm going to review this week. Tevia, if you feel that way, you got to go to the poll and vote. Link Alan just shared. And the comic with the highest vote will get a review either on Wednesday, depending on time, or Thursday. All depends on, like I said, time. But it will go up. It will be this coming week. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. But we're going to try it out. So far, there are 4 votes, which I'm really happy that 4 people have voted so far. But vote if you haven't voted yet. The more votes that are there, the more I'm going to want to do it, and the more I'm going to do it. If I actually produce a good schedule, I'll be doing my review, my solo review, and then a viewer's choice review as well, unless they collide somehow. So we're going to have some fun mix and mashing things going on the channel. How was your guys' pre-comic book day? It was good. Our books are coming in the mail. We didn't get to go somewhere. 5 votes now. I appreciate that, Tevia. And I want all of you to encourage your friends to check out the poll. Encourage them to vote. Even if they don't want to watch the review, encourage them to vote anyway. Vote for your favorite book, the book you're most looking forward to out of that list. And then if you are inclined to see a review or a discussion about it, it'll be there if it wins the voting. So please vote if you haven't already. Jesse, what is going on, my friend? So that's about the poll. We did that. Talked about the special video this week. We're going to have some more blind bags and blind stuff coming up soon. We're going to have Tommy back for a couple of videos as well, doing more toy topic. But I do actually have a couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, I was in the store today because I had to go out to get a few things. And these are not normally in our store. So thank you, Justin, for voting. So I ended up picking up these 2 Pokemon Prism, Ultra Prism packs. You can have this one, and I'll have this one. I was just curious to see because I see Eagle in the comments. What's up, Eagle? I heard that the pull rates are just as horrible in this as they are in every single other Sun and Moon. So I ended up grabbing the last 2 packs that were in. I think it's 4 here. I ended up picking up the last 2 packs in the store. I was like, whatever, man. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4 it. Yes, it is 4. Let's see. Let's have some fun on the pre-show. 8 votes now. Thank you, Alan. Right. Please keep voting. So I got fire. Next one. Ooh. Whoa. This is something new. Unite Energy.
I got Grotle.
Oh, I got an Alolan Dug Trio.
Manaphy.
What else we got? We're going to try for that special thing. Pull rate, you say? I play Magic. I feel your pain. Dude, Magic, yes.
Gambit.
I got a skateboard, but it's an escape board. Ooh, they got Magmar.
I got Execute.
Oh, I hate Yungoos. Yungoos is not one of my favorites from the game.
Cosmog.
Not a Stunky.
Molo.
Skorupi.
Drifloon.
Oh, I got Piplup.
Wait, you're ahead.
Oh, did I get a rare? I got a reverse holo rare. I got a Tapu Lele.
And I got a reverse holo of Yamika.
And of course, I got an Obama.
And an Obama Fall.
An Obama Fall. I got a crappy Obama Snow. Non-holo, nothing.
Salazzle, nothing special.
2 packs. Last 2 packs.
Well.
And they say Pokemon's coming back. Pull rates, please. And when I say coming back, I mean pull rates. And they ain't coming back. Anybody who wants some Pokemon codes, here's 1 code for you. I ain't keeping it. So there's 1 code. Where's the other one?
I gave it to you.
You did? Oh, is it in here?
It's in there.
Yeah, it's in here. Here's the other one. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, no, it wasn't upside down. My thing just made it look like it was upside down. There you go. Have some fun. Have some fun with the online game. I hear the online game's a lot of fun. So there you go. 2 packs of Pokemon. By the way, we will have a final week's worth of videos on our end for What the Card coming up soon. I didn't upload them yet. We recorded them, and of course I haven't had time to upload them. Focusing on multiple channels. Yeah, it's not in the cards right now. So we are focusing on here. We're focusing on all of you because all of you, everyone here likes to have fun here on Dark Avengers 86. So we're going to build up our individual channels, such as Mike's channel as well, due to Frog 18. And then we'll see if later on we'll go back to that. I'll pass Alan. What did Alan say? Try Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh's all right. Yu-Gi-Oh's all right. Been a while since I caught a live show. It has been a while, Eagle. See? Look, you know what? I think it's your fault. You knew, somehow subconsciously, I knew you were going to be watching this live show. I found the cards, and it's amazing. The one time I opened cards on a comic review, you're here. So last thing I want to talk about before we actually get into the review, I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time. 10 minutes, I think, is good enough as a pre-show. I like doing these pre-shows. Do you all enjoy this pre-show? I gotta know. I'm asking a lot of everybody to tell me their opinion because every time I ask, very few people answer. But I gotta ask, do you guys enjoy the pre-show? Do all of you enjoy this little pre-show I do before I go into the review, or would you rather I just go directly into the review and just end the show? Do you like these pre-shows, these little pre-shows I put on for the comic review? I enjoy it. I feel like it gives time for everybody to come in. I feel like it gives time for everybody to kind of have a little bit of fun and talk. before we actually get into the review. Do all of you feel the same way? I love the pre-show. Okay, so we got one vote that loves the pre-show. Pre-show is fun, and it's an open floor. Okay, that's 2 votes for liking the pre-show. Anybody opposed? Anybody agreeing? I got 2 so far. I like the pre-show. It's fun, free-flow stuff. Awesome, Jesse. That's 3 for the pre-show. So you all can continue talking about whether you like it. I say go straight in, but the pre-show is interesting and fun. The one that wants me to go straight in, but everybody else likes the pre-show so far. So that's 3 versus 1. Justin just lolled, so I'm guessing that Justin is indifferent. Justin, are you indifferent, or do you enjoy the pre-show or not? I don't know. But one thing I want to point out, they came out this past week. Green Lantern, the Kyle Rayner saga. Pre-show good. Okay, so everybody except Tebby likes the pre-show. So this is the Kyle Rayner series. This is volume 2. This is a thick volume, I will say that. I am really excited. I just finished the first trade, and I got the second trade just in time. I really hope they do the next trade, because I believe trade 3. What's up, Jeremy? I believe the next trade is going to have Emerald Knights. If they continue with how many books they're putting in each trade, there will be Emerald Knights possibly next. I'm trying to remember when Emerald Knights happened in the Kyle Rayner saga, but I might actually do a comic book corner of this once I finish reading it all. I believe there are 3 arcs in here, if I'm not mistaken. I wish that they gave a rundown of. Oh, here we go. Collects in chronological order. Green Lantern 58 through 65. Guy Gardner, Warrior 27 and 28. New Titans 21, 24, 125. Dark Stars, which we're getting right now in the comics, issue number 34. And Damage. Yes, Damage. There was a Damage, believe it or not. Issue number 16. So I might, after a while, after getting to read a lot of this. I know Supergirl's in this book. It looks a lot of fun. By the way, let's show Damage. This is what Damage was before DC's change up with Damage. So we might do a comic book corner on this at some point. So stay tuned for that. Oh, hello, Mr. Kiriga Kazuto. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I probably did. I truly apologize for that. But I love this book. I'm looking forward to reading it. So that's your pre-show. Let's get introductions and hellos out of the way, and then we're going to go. Okay. Brigaya. Renegade! Holy crap, it's Renegade. Dude, really? You changed your name on YouTube. Everybody, this is Renegade. I sail with him on Twitch sometimes. What's going on, Renegade, with your changing of the name? Sure, on YouTube, you have to have a different name. Can't go by Renegade Ninja on YouTube as well. I had to go with that name. Okay, I see how it is. So, with that, now that we know who is who here, let's get into some books. How many books did we have this week?
16.
Only?
And those 16 books that we are going to review digitally came out on May 2nd, 2018, the first week of May, and that's your birth month. Your birth month.
Birth month, yeah.
Yeah, that's your birth month. Just shake. I played a little bit too much of 1-2 switch yesterday with the shake. It's a long story.
Don't shave me. I like my beard.
Got a little Daniel Bryan thing going on there, you know? Daniel Bryan, you could be a Daniel Bryan, and you gotta go like this. You gotta go yes.
Hey, you remember when I got your tablet?
You dare, I'll slap you. All right.
So 16 books. 16 books. First week of May. I actually have an idea of something that I might start for Dark Avenger once a month, and it might actually happen at the end of May.
All right. I mean, hey,
also, reminder: we will be back on SoundCloud soon. We have not paid for our subscription yet. That is going to be happening. Shaving is for the week, indeed. So that will be happening in the middle of the month. Michael's next check will probably be where we start setting up the SoundCloud. And there might be a Dude of Rock podcast coming.
There is no Dude of Rock podcast. It's not happening. No one said anything. Not happening.
Who wants to see it?
No, we're not asking questions. Let's get into the book, please. You're start first.
No. Everybody like my new shirt? Everybody like my new shirt? Yeah, Dude of Rock podcast coming soon.
No, it's not coming.
Don't break the tablet again, even though it might have been funny. I hate shaming. All right. Now, I feel dumb. Last week, hello to 9 viewers, by the way. Dude of Rock.
Yeah, because you had to say something. No, because you had to say something.
So I feel dumb because last week, somebody asked if I had read Death or Glory. And I mistakenly thought of a different series. I thought of a series that's been out. To be quite honest, I still can't remember the full title of the series. But in my mind, I thought it was a series I was already reading. Death or Glory just came out this week, issue number 1. Comics with Bueller. What's up, Comics with Bueller? So issue number 1, here it is. So I'm going to apologize for the stupidity of myself last week. I made the mistake of thinking that was a older book, and it's not. It's brand new. When I saw it, I said, well, I said I was reading it. Let's give it a try. I liked it. I really, truly did like it. There's this guy at the beginning. He has like this kind of like Mr. Freeze kind of gun, and he goes in, he orders like 100 burgers, and they all think he's crazy, and he ends up freezing them to death. Hashtag need more Dude of Rock.
Oh, come on.
We want the Dude of Rock podcast.
No, come on, guys.
Asking.
They said for Mike Talica, and look what happened to that. Died.
No, nobody, everybody's still waiting for Mike Talica.
Nope. That died. Obviously.
Pod Rock.
All right, let's talk about comics, please.
So, Glory is a girl who was raised by this guy, Red. And Red needs a liver, like ASAP. So she decides, what better way to get cash than to steal it from her dirty, mafia-esque ex-husband. So she tries to intercept some dirty money that her ex-husband is sending to, we don't know whom at the time. I believe it was the man with the freezing gun. And things go horribly
Alan,
wrong.
I agree. That wouldn't be too bad. A Dude of Rock comic. That wouldn't be too bad.
I asked you to write, and you don't want to write.
Of a character that is different than Dude of Rock. Not what you're thinking.
You can talk about comics on Pod Rock. So I enjoy it. I enjoyed this first issue. I did. I'm sorry to whoever asked me if I was reading it, and I acted completely dumb and said, yeah, I've been reading it. I am reading a lot of Image books right now. Death or Glory, I mistake for something. I believe when I was talking about it, I believe I was thinking of Kill or Be Killed. Don't ask me why. But I did read Death or Glory. I enjoyed it, and I'm going to continue to read it. Teacher by day, hero by night, so hero all the time. There you go. Exactly.
You guys are too much, man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely check out the issue, though. It's a number 1, and number 1s are always fun to read. Dude of Rock podcast.
Oh, my God.
With your host, Mike Talica. Hey, that's a mashup that works.
Harbinger Wars 2, Prelude. Number 1. So this actually is a huge setup for Harbinger Wars 2. And for those of you who have read Exo Manowar, it basically is what's going to happen before World War III. So with that, what are you doing?
No, they're talking about He-Man. Good.
Oh. So with that, you have Livewire, who is in the middle of all this, and Amanda. And she's trying to put a team together to...
The Avengers.
Not the Avengers, the Harbinger Wars people. To basically stop all this from happening because there's like all this media going on and people killing other people. It's basically trying to get rid of human extinction. Let's just put it that way, which is what's going on in World War III. Or as of World War III in this case. No one cares about this. Popped up. The tablet acting up. So Livewire as I was saying, it was trying to put the team together, and now things are going to probably get even more difficult as the Valiant event of the summer begins in this issue on sale May 30th of Harbinger Wars 2, issue number 1. And yes, I will definitely be checking that out, as well as keep on reviewing Exo-Man.
Alan, I agree, it will. It truly, truly will. I like Avengers.
All right, now you go.
Go Power Rangers issue number 9, and it is with this book that I officially announced that, damn it, Jay, damn it to hell, I'm buying the series physically. Yes, I have them all from this issue back coming in the mail because David Finch did a variant for cover 25, and we all love David Finch, so I supported the book and bought it. And then I said, shoot, might as well get issue 26. Shoot, get the special. Damn it, get that. Go Power. So I have all the Power Ranger books, and they're going to be here probably tomorrow. I'm a collector. It's not a problem.
I didn't say it was a problem.
I don't have a problem.
Nope, no problem at all. That's just a comic in you.
Whatever. So anyway, Go Power Rangers continues in the past. And we have the evil Pink Ranger looking for Lord Draken. She thinks she's in present-day Mighty Morphin, because present-day Mighty Morphin is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And she's in the distant past, not the distant past, but before Tommy passed. And she's kind of trapped now because she expended all of her time travel ability to be there, and she's looking for Draken. Draken ain't there. She figures it out after a fight, and now she has to figure out how to find Draken in the future, which is the present. This is gonna hurt your brain with time travel. Actually, I should have sent you that poll that as the movie Superman voting, and a lot are putting. Yeah, it's too bad. Some people don't have good taste, but I enjoyed this issue, but the connection with Shattered Grid is very, very... It's more about Dark Kimberly from Lord Draken's universe getting to Lord Draken to save him, but Lord Draken's already been saved, so... I don't see Go Power Rangers sticking with Shattered Grid too long, unless they get in on the fight with their present-day selves and all the rest of the Power Rangers that are out there. I don't see Go really going too far in Shattered Grid. I see this as a connected story arc, but not exactly something that will be as connected as Mighty Morphin. My opinion, just my opinion. But I am enjoying Shattered Grid. This was an interesting issue again. I like how the transition from right after Day of the Dumpster went into now it's connecting to Shattered Grid for a bit.
I want to give this issue a try, and that will be Red Sonja, Tarzan.
A lot of number ones this week.
Number one.
A lot of number ones this week, I will say.
There are.
I love it. I love it, and the only reason why I don't love it when it's Marvel is because Marvel likes to make them $6, $7.
And what I like about this, it's written by Gail Simone.
Gail Simone.
Gail Simone is
we
the
love
writer
Gail
of this
Simone.
book. Yes, definitely. And it starts off with Tarzan's point of view, where they're trying to look for him and stuff like that. Meanwhile, in the Harbinger age, we got Red Sonja, who goes towards her town and everything, and then she causes like all trouble and everything, and she needs to see a witch for some obvious reasons, and we get more about that in the issue. So it's like a back and forth thing. It goes to Red Sonja's side, then Tarzan's side, who is actually, believe it or not, this guy right here in the suit.
Kevia, it's not a crossover. It is its own standalone miniseries.
Yeah, and the artwork, really enjoyed the artwork. And basically for that, it's just, I forgot what his name is. He's trying to basically kill animals because they're like a nuisance or whatnot. And we all know Tarzan closest to, monkey and everything. So with that, he's just like saying, you know, that he has a deal to make with him, but if you don't want to make this deal with me, then you're just an enemy to me and stuff like Isandol, that's the guy's name that wants to do all that. So then Red Sonja goes to the wizard, and then she's like saying, Estendol about the backstory about what he did to her, like in the past. Really, really long, an interesting story, I might add. So both of these characters are going to be dealing with Estendol, or Isandol, however you say it. So Red Sonja comes in the end, like saying that they're going to hunt for his family. So he's shocked, like he didn't know about that, but looks like they're going to be.
The man with pale eyes. What's going on? Tyler! What's up, Tyler?
Oh, I thought they were talking about one of us, Michael.
I was about to smack you with Spider-Man glove.
Who?
No. The Tevye and Alan are talking.
Oh, I have a glove. I'll give it to you. All right.
I'm really excited for this. And this is... Michael was doing Sonic last month as a weekly. This is a weekly. And as a matter of fact, after reading this first issue and finding out that the covers connect, I am buying this physically. But as you all know, in the review, we do everything digital. So... that's clearly relaxing. Mike has your back.
Because I said give him the glove.
Star Trek, The Next Generation, Through the Mirror, issue #1. Now, if you all remember, we did The Broken Mirror, which was an awesome mini. I have the trade for it. We got the trade. Yes, I did. And I think I showed it on this show. So I loved it. I love Broken Mirror, and I love Next Generation. So when I heard that they were doing a weekly of this, oh man, I needed this. I needed to read it. I was going to get the trade of it. But when I saw the covers connect, I was like, fine. It's only 5 issues. Don't have a problem. But anyway, this is a great introduction issue. So we're in the main Star Trek universe now. Worf and 2 other crew members. I'm sorry, I'm going to forget a lot of names. I literally almost missed this book. It fell under my radar. I went through my books literally 3 hours ago and figured out, oh my God, I missed Star Trek. So I just read it and the names, and I had to read it fast because I wanted to make sure I had it done. I didn't want to miss it because you all know I was doing the review tonight and I was hoping I wouldn't miss it, and I didn't. So Worf is on this mission, and then as they're dealing with the situation on this planet, he notices one of the members there. He's like, he's supposed to be on the Enterprise, and when did he grow a goatee? So he's questioning what's going on the planet now more than thinking outside of the box, as we all, as readers, know what's going on. So he thinks it's something going on in the workplace that they are observing. So he chases after this guy, and it turns out he's from the other side of the universe. How? We don't know yet. But there's a lot of great back and forth, a lot of great action between Worf and his team against this guy that comes from the other side of the dimension. And in the end, Worf finds out that there were 3 people stowed away on that facility. It was that guy, but we also got to see Geordi and oh God, why is the other name? Riker from the Mirrorverse as well. And they all teleport away, and Worf is kind of left in like a disbelief. To be continued next week, or to be continued, honestly, for us, 2 more days. And then there's a backup story where this comic's not drawn by J.K. Woodward, but the backup story in the book is, and that's the quest for Spock in the Mirrorverse, in the Darkverse. And I like it. I like how things are going bad for the Empire, or whatever they're called, because they can't. There's no trade. The Klingons are making hell, but now they find out that Spock might be alive, and he might be a big threat to them. So now Picard wants to find and stop Spock before he ruins the Empire. Oh man, I'm excited. Then J.K. Woodward does the artwork for this. It's a smaller series. I feel like it's going to be a 2-story, full-on 5-part series, which I am more than okay with. I really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed it. I loved it. If you enjoyed Broken Mirror, you need to read Through the Mirror, because now we're going to have the crossover that I said I would love to see, And if this does well, obviously we'll be getting more of the Next Generation, which is something I want. I like the Next Generation. That's what I grew up watching. No offense to anybody who watched Star Trek or any of the other Treks. I love Next Generation. Now people are going to get the comic and movie confused. Alan, I'm sorry, but IDW does a great job with their telling of stories.
All right.
There's no crossover, Tevye. This is a mini-series between the Star Trek Next Generation team crossing over with their mirrorverse selves. This isn't a crossover. It's a crossover inside of its own universe kind of deal. I'm clarifying for Tevye, who thinks I'm talking. There's no crossovers. We have no crossover books this week.
Did you make your point across?
Yes.
Thank you. Red Sonja.
There are no
Number 15.
crossover books this week, right? No, there's no crossover books.
There's no crossover.
No, no crossover books.
So Red Sonja, it's now her versus Golan Goth. Or is it the real Red Sonja going after Golan Goth? Well, we find out that Red Sonja with Professor Wallace is fighting the other people, while this Red Sonja, who's going against Golan Goth, is nothing but a soul or spell that Professor Wallace does. Because remember why I said Professor Wallace does all these illusions and stuff like that? So basically, this Red Sonja wasn't the real Red Sonja as I thought it was in the last issue. So as they're making a journey across town into the temple to try to save, I think Max's name is, or whatever his name was, they have captured the real Red Sonja to try to save the guy and fight Golan Goth, but she fights her match in Golan Goth's spell. So but basically he asks for her soul. So they have this really intense match with each other, and with all that Max, yeah, it is his name. So Golan Goth says, now it's your turn to face Red Sonja. Either you kill her, or lives of thousands will be dead. And we all know that he's lying because he said that in the other thing, saying, if you don't do this, I'm going to kill thousands. Blah, blah, blah. And the one person that he kills, Professor Wallace.
Wallace!
Or it'll probably be back to life because he's the guy that does all these magical things and stuff like that. So maybe he's not dead, but...
Did he say, I don't want to go?
No, we didn't say that. Just get to the next book. All right, now we're in the big two. Oh. When I see that,
I see the book and it's it already brings back headaches. Why am I reading this book? Why am I reading X-Men Gold 27? Oh, that's right, Kitty and Colossus's wedding, which I stupidly bought the special book. I don't know if it's an annual or the one shot that they're doing in Marvel, and that's not even going to be the wedding. That's connected to what's going on. Colossus was abducted by the crazy woman that this whole series started off with. And the X-Men go to save him, long story short. However, the girl and the Sentinel, whatever the stupid Sentinel's name wants to be, anyone bet this book? This book, probably, because there's some flashbacks with Kitty and Colossus in here. But in the end...
What?
Oh, really? That's the edge of the book? I didn't know that. But in the end, Colossus ends up being shot up into space. And does anybody want to raise their hand and guess what the next arc in X-Men Gold is called? X-Men in Space.
Goodbye. Nope.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Why?
Because I need to see this wedding now. This book has been...
So they're going to go through space and prehistoric times and all this other stuff until they get to the wedding? How many more X-Men's are there? Are you going to have X-Men Colors next?
If they've had pigs in space, if they've had Star Trek in space, why the hell not have... X-Men have been in space before, by the way.
And
also.
the Punisher's been in space, too.
Punisher was in space. That's right, the Punisher in space.
No, but I'm saying all these X-Men titles. It's where are they going?
They're spiraling into the abyss of
Obviously.
hell. And I'm glad some of them got canceled, like Iceman. I feel bad. Apocalypse is a very cold planet now because there's no more comics of that to burn in the pits of hell. But somebody help X-Men, please. Maybe we'll get Shire. You know, that would be cool if they did the Shire. Wait for X-Men on Planet.
Oh no! Oh no!
No. We had enough of that with X-Men Blue.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm gonna go through the wedding. I have to. I literally pushed myself through 27 books, 27 issues of this series. Even if I don't want to, I'm going to stick with this until they either walk down the aisle or one of them breaks it off. How about Colossus get shot out in space? Yeah, it is a bullet. It looks like a bullet, Jeremy. Read the book. It looks like a bullet. Kind of ironic that it looks just like the bullet that Kitty Pryde got shot off, with a smaller version of it. So, that's X-Men Gold. I'm going to continue to suffer through it, though. And I don't like saying that. I want to enjoy X-Men. Why is Marvel making it so hard for me to enjoy X-Men, Michael?
I don't know, X-Marvel. I'm not writing the book or drawing it.
Marvel's made it hard for me to enjoy X-Men since Schism. Since Schism. This has been a decade. Infinity Countdown issue number 3. Again, continuing with the Guardians with the Power Stone, was it?
Want to look to the book?
I believe it's about. Let's go up one and read read and tell me where. Read and tell me which stone it is.
The Infinity Stones were reborn.
Yeah, reborn. The Infinity Stones were reborn.
Protect the Power Stone.
Power Stone. Thank you. So they're protecting the Power Stone, while off somewhere else, Adam Warlock is saving Silver Surfer from Ultron, who has the Soul Stone. Now, Ultron is using the Soul Stone because he wants to destroy and recreate everything in all the known galaxies. And everybody else, the Darkhawks, are going after the Power Stone because they want the Power Stone. So, they're going to keep putting people in space. Oh, yeah, okay, that's what that means. So, I like the moment with Nova and Darkhawk here, the two brothers. I really like that. And I like how he kind of gave Ryder the key to the Power Stone in a way, how it's mind over matter. I like the fight with the Guardians. I questioned why Silver Surfer, first Adam Warlock did save Silver Surfer from Ultron. And then when he was brought back, when he was fixed, he ended up running away and leaving Adam Warlock to Ultron to fight alone. On message retreat, okay. And we find out later on in the book where Silver Surfer went. But Guardians win in the end, and they get the Power Stone and they leave. The Darkhawks leave with their tail between their legs. It's some awesome stuff in here. But again, I gotta say, if you are not a Guardians of the Galaxy fan, this book is not for you. I gotta also say that this is an event that's leading into the main event. This is a road to the main event. This is a road to event that leads into the main event that Marvel promised for 11 months we would not have, and broke their promise within 3 months. 3 months they broke their promise. They went 3 whole months without mentioning any type of event. And then, of course, Infinity War came out from the movies. It did a great job. Avengers, freaking awesome movie. If you missed it, go check it out. It was a great movie. But, of course, movie, they have to bring it into the comics. So they brought the Infinity Stones back, and they're doing an Infinity Countdown, and then we're going to go into an Infinity Saga.
I mean, Aftermath.
And there'll probably be an Aftermath. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And don't be surprised if the Iron Spider suit doesn't make a reappearance temporarily. But just remember that when you read Infinity Countdown, that it is an event that leads into another event that Marvel promised wasn't going to happen till 2020. And it's happening now in 2018. Well, no. It would be 2019, 11 months from when. 2019. I'm enjoying it. I like the Guardians, though. If you don't like the Guardians, if you haven't been following the Guardians, I haven't been following the Guardians. I had to do a little bit of research. It might be a little lost. It might be a little lost. But as many things go, it's an enjoyable read, so I'm reading it. Does this absolutely mean I'm getting what this countdown is heading towards? No. If the countdown ends crappy, I know the event is going to go crappy. So, CB has been disappointing. CB jumped in on a sinking ship on Sea of Thieves, where he's one bucket away from death, and he's getting that one bucket of water and throwing it out of the boat just in time to get back under and get another bucket that just before sinks the ship and throwing that out. CB has to somehow get that one bucket to two buckets, and he has to get all that water out of the boat and get that boat to stop sinking before he can make any fixes. He's trying to fix something. He's trying to pilot the boat without fixing the holes completely first. He's putting gum in the holes, hoping the gum will hold, and it's not holding. He has to put boards in the holes. I don't know why I'm using Sea of Thieves as a reference. He needs to fix a lot before he can move forward. He's trying to fix and move forward at the same time, and it's becoming a wee little bit of a mess. It's a little bit of a mess. First, breaking the promise with the event. Second, we've still got a Venom going on, but Venom #1 is coming out this Wednesday. You got to fix a few things before you move forward. I feel like he is, and we're going to get to a book where I feel like Marvel's finally fixing it up in a moment, but I feel like there's still a lot that needs to be fixed before we can truly move forward. And let's see. I saw somebody say Exile State. Tell me you've seen the end of... Oh, okay. I don't know what they're setting up for. You could spoil it in here if you want, Alan. I don't mind. All right. Now, an X-Men book I did enjoy. Rogue and Gambit issue 5, I believe the final part to this crossover. I will be getting this book. Don't know if I'll be buying it from DCBS or I might be waiting on Amazon to get it. I probably will be waiting on Amazon because we made a hefty order 2 months from now, and y'all will know why in 2 months. But till then, I like this. This relationship. Nope, missed it, Alan. I'll watch it later. So don't spoil it, Alan. You didn't see it yet. Don't spoil it. It's okay. You can message me on Facebook and tell me what happened. I really like how they ended this. I like how Rogue is like, our relationship is always going to be messed up. No matter what we do, I mean, we started off messed up. We're ending up right here messed up. Let's just go with it. And Gambit's like, how do you feel about cats? I'm like, oh my God, finally. A book that ends with a relationship starting that looks awesome. No promise of a wedding. No promise that they're boyfriend and girlfriend, just that they're together, period. I believe they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Readers can take it as what they want. I believe they're boyfriend and girlfriend. You all probably believe if you read this book, they're boyfriend and girlfriend now. I love the Rogue and Gambit. Rogue and Gambit relationship almost as much as I liked the Scott and Jean relationship, because Jean at least made Scott less jerk. But in this case, I just like their relationship. I think Rogue and Gambit have a chemistry that very few X-Men share with one another. Thank you, Alan. I'll check it out after the show. I don't have my phone on me right now. I'm doing this. But I'll check it out. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. If you missed it, get the trade. I think it's worth a read, for sure. I know I'm going to get flack for this because I open my mouth and I say things and then I do the complete opposite. I know a lot of you are going to say, Chris, you said you weren't going to get it. And I'm being honest with you. I'm only getting the first issues. There's a reason why I'm only getting the first issues. Hunt for Wolverine, Weapons Lost, issue #1. There's only one reason why I'm getting the first issues, and then we'll see how it goes from there. The first issues of all of these miniseries make a Where is Wolverine compilation cover, which I might actually put up on the wall because I have several Wolverine I have a lot of Wolverine comics over there, and I can replace them all with the 4 issues. I got that one. And that's another thing. This is a Daredevil story. And I was like, okay, I read Daredevil. I liked Daredevil before. Will I like this book? I love Wolverine. Wolverine is my favorite Marvel character. He is. I know a lot of you Spider-Man fans are upset at me right now, but I'm sorry. Wolverine is my favorite character. I love Wolverine. He is absolute badass. Michael loves Spider-Man. Probably be taking over Amazing Spider-Man when #1 comes out in 2 months. But beside the point, Spider-Man was always his. I love Spider-Man too, but Wolverine is my #1 favorite. So when they're bringing him back. They're bringing him back. I had to get it. I had to try it. And this first issue is Daredevil bringing a team together. And he brings together an Inhuman, Misty Knight, and, oh God, his name, it starts with a C. Oh, why? He's an X-Man. Somebody help me if you've read this. Justin, I know you read this. It starts with a C. Oh, my God. And he's, well, somebody will tell me in the comments, but until then, and this is about him, first of all, getting the Inhuman first. And he recruits him, and then then they go to Misty Knight, and Misty's like, I'm retired. I don't want to be bothered. I'm done. And then she sits down with the Inhuman, who's a police officer, a former police officer as well, and they share stories, and somehow, some way, he convinces Misty Knight to go with them. And Misty knows somebody who can help track down Wolverine. And I don't feel so good. Yeah, that was a bad quote, Alan. And I wish I remember this X-Men's name, but it's to him. And he's kind of stuck trying to learn everything there is on the internet, and he gets pulled off and had to get knocked some sense in. But they recruit him to help find Wolverine. He's like, yeah, Wolverine helped me a bunch of times. I'm going to help you find him. I'm going to help track him down. Give me a phone. Do some work on there. You can knock me in the head again if I get like super involved. I'll help you find him. I'll help you track down his known locations. And what I like the most about this book is the ending. Wolverine, as said, is everywhere. And apparently he's using the gem. He was using the Infinity Stone to jump around. Now Black Widow has the Infinity Stone. So now Wolverine can't be anywhere and everywhere. Doomsday Comics. What's going on, man? Oh, man, that's a really nice name, Doomsday Comics. I like that name. Welcome to the comic review. What's going on? Hopefully you're having a great Monday night or day, or it'll be Tuesday for you if you're on the other side. Anyway, hopefully you're having a great time of your day wherever you're from. Apparently we have people from all over the world that join this cast. So hopefully you're having a wonderful part of your day wherever it is. But I'm interested in seeing where things go. Cypher! Thank you, Justin. Oh, my God. Why couldn't I remember his name?
It's like a Pokemon.
That's Scyther.
That's close to the name. That's really close to the name.
Anyway. Texas. Okay, so you are 1 hour behind us or 2 hours behind us, depending on where in Texas. So welcome. Hopefully having a great night. So, thank you, Michael.
It sounded like
Cypher is helping them. I'm intrigued. I'm interested. And thank you, Tevia, after Justin told me. Thank you. But I'm interested. I'm interested in, I'm going to try all the #1s. I mean, maybe this will be good. I have a very bad taste in my mouth after the miniseries that we got after this. And y'all know what happened after the death of Wolverine. That's all I'm going to say. The only good thing that came out of it was X-23 was Wolverine for a time. And I loved all new Wolverine. Now she's kind of taking a step back and becoming X-23. However, X-23 looks like it's setting up to be just like all new Wolverine, except she's back to being X-23. Seeing that name, it was like, why is a Pokemon helping them? Oh my God. Eagle, if you're still watching, find him. Please find him. Okay. Let's get into the #1, which, amazing timing. A week after Avengers Infinity War dropped, and a week after No Surrender, we have the new team of Jason Aaron and Ed McGuinness giving us Avengers issue #1. Eagle, just ride your truck right past Alan and scare him a little bit. Maybe honk out his window, because he mentioned Pokemon in a Marvel comic. Thank you. I love you, Uncle, and I appreciate it. Houston. Okay, awesome. I have a few friends in Houston, I believe. I really like this book. I spent 12 minutes doing a solo review of this book on the channel. It's been up for a week. If you missed that review, definitely go check it out. I'm not going to get deep into details because I reviewed it on that video already. Long story short, I enjoyed it. I was pleasantly surprised. I went into this book with an open mind, and Jason Aaron, with great writing, with good writing, let's say good writing, because we don't know, it's the first issue, with good writing, Ed McGuinness with his great art, definitely got me interested in the Avengers. One thing I will say, I wish we got a little bit more of Jen Walters. We really only got like a cameo of her, and she's supposed to be a big part of this first arc. That's my only gripe. As far as everything else goes, I'll be over there in 10 minutes. Good. So my only gripe is She-Hulk is not present enough for the first issue. But maybe we'll get more of her as the story progresses. I like that they're going with the Eternal Gods, or the killers of the Eternal Gods. I like how it's Cap, Iron Man, and Thor trying to bring the team back together. I like how Cap speaks as the fans, and Iron Man speaks as the way Marvel's been for the past Lord knows how long. I thought the back and forth was great. Oh, it's okay. He's just going to honk the horn and scare the heck out of you, Alan. That doesn't involve breaking into the house. But I really enjoyed issue number 1 of Avengers. I've been telling everyone who's gone out to New Comic Book Day to their local comic shop that they didn't try out Avengers number 1 to give it a look over. The only problem, and I'm going to give you guys the sad truth, every issue number 1 that Marvel is releasing from now until Infinity and Beyond will always be a $5 to $6 to $7 to $8 book. It all depends on the numbers, but number 1s go from $5 to $6. This was a $5 book. Spider-Man will be $5. I believe another book, X-23, is going to be $5 or $6. It's just you can't escape Marvel's pricing. I think that's why they release so many number 1s, because they feel they have the right. Hey, it's an issue number 1, $5. We'll give you a couple extra pages. And that's what kind of pisses me off with Marvel, their shady business tactics to get you to pay that $5 for their books, even if it's not an issue number 1. Oh, well, this is really issue number 15. And if you don't think when Avengers hits its 10th issue, which will be its 700th issue, that they won't jack the price up to $10, renumber it back to 700 complete, no sir numbers or anything, you're crazy. But I loved it. Check it out. I think that the first issue was really good. Wow, gonna lose readers on that one. I'll definitely get... Exactly. See, Justin is talking the way I feel. I went through previews. Justin, go through previews. X-23, Captain America, Spider-Man, Avengers, Thor, Immortal Hulk. Any number 1 you come across is $5 to $6. No matter what. And then when you get to issue 2, it's back to $3.99. Amazing. It's back to $3.99. And Doomsday Comics, I agree. Marvel does way too many variants for their number 1s. Do you know how many variants there were for Avengers number 1?
Too many.
Too many. I had to, when I was on Midtown just surfing around, I went through a list about that long. That long. Of number 1s only for Avengers number 1. That long. And the problem with Marvel is DC does 2 or 3 variants. One variant that's the same price, and one variant that's maybe $1 or $2 more. Marvel has variants that are $1,000. There's a variant coming out for Captain America that's a $500 variant. Same book, different cover. $500. Never do that in a million years. Never. If Stan Lee did not sign that book with his physical hand, there was no way I'd pay $500 for that cover. Well, now Doomsday Comics, Action Comics 1000, I'm going to give a pardon to because it's the 1000th issue. First time ever a comic has reached its 1000th issue. So I'm giving Action a pass just because of that. I mean, they don't do it normally. They did it for Action. You know they'll do it for Detective 1000, but after that, they don't. After that, they really don't. And one thing I'm kind of, I will say this about DC. I am upset with DC that they released DC Nation. Standard cover, free. 25-cent cover, all right. $5 cover, $25 cover, $50 cover. Now you're starting to get greedy, DC, with this DC Nation thing. Now I understand you did offer the book free, but damn, a $50 variant? Why? Why? Pourquoi? Pourquoi? He can't drive his truck tonight. Didn't you read? He's off tonight. Eagle, take your car and drive it directly next to Alan's window. And I want you to put your hand on the horn, and I want you to count to 100. And then you can take your hand off and drive away. Maybe borrow some of Alan's Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Marvel only money-making gimmick is variants and number ones. Yep, it is. But I will say for this issue number 1 with Avengers, I liked it. Good start. Very good start. Pleasantly surprised. I will be picking up issue 2. Looking forward to the way the rest of the series will be going. We're in DC. Batman 46. Booster Gold. It's 1 year later, I believe. Just turn it around. I believe it's 1 year later or 1 month later. No, 1 whole year later. So it's a year after the events that happened in the previous issue. Booster Gold has a beard. He's still on the cover. And now he's stuck trying to fix the mess that he created. And he finds Catwoman and frees Catwoman. And he's going to team up with Catwoman to save Bruce Wayne and to get him to fix Skeets so that he can go back in time and fix everything. Let's just say by the end of this issue, Booster makes life a bigger mess for Bruce Wayne than it was a mess when he went back to save Bruce's parents. Then he made it even more of a mess because by the end of this issue, spoiler alert here, everyone dies except for Booster and Bruce. Everyone gets killed. Maybe Catwoman survives too. But everybody else, Dick gets shot. Alfred gets hurt. The Waynes end up dying. It was insane. It was hardcore Booster, definitely. I will say that. But again, I'm not digging this story arc. I'm really not. I'm truly, truly not. I want this arc to be over, and it's lasting the longest, it feels like. Well, no, it's not lasting the longest. It's only been 2 issues so far, but I was hoping that we get a wrap-up. Hopefully we'll get a wrap-up with the next issue. They're stalling, obviously, to get to the wedding issue in a couple of months, but give me a new filler. Give me a new filler. I need something different. I can't. How many times are we going to get the what if Bruce's parents lived?
Oh, my God.
Can't. Well, now they're dead again. So, but the ending was crazy. That's normal. What's normal? Oh, Booster screwing up is normal. That's always normal. Booster always screws up. So I'm just waiting for this arc in Batman to be over. It got a little better. I did enjoy this issue a lot. I like how Catwoman's completely batshit crazy. But again, this arc should have been a 2 to 3 issues and done. I'm hoping the next issue might be the last. I don't know. But I feel bad for Bruce, man, and Booster needs to stop messing with time before he really screws stuff up. Nightwing 44, new story arc, new artist, I believe new writer as well. So there is somebody using technology as bombs, literally reaching into people's cell phones and exploding them. And it so happened that Dick was on a train where this whole thing started happening. So now we have a cyber villain looking to hurt people in Bloodhaven. And who does Dick go to for help? Barbara. And Barbara helps him out a bit. You know, she's like, I'll do some research. I'll help you out finding out, what's going on, who could be behind it. But they're obviously using some type of a bandwidth or whatever. And I love how she makes fun of Dick, and Dick kind of tells the readers his real age. She's like, how old are you? You have a landline. Do you still have AOL mail? It's hilarious how they're going back and forth, and Dick's like, well, what about Barbara? Barbara's an old name, too. The back and forth was hilarious. I loved it. I like the back and forth with Barbara and Dick. Always do. I am a Dick and Barbara fan. If anybody was to marry Dick Grayson, I would want it to be Batgirl. I want it to be Barbara Gordon. I just ship them together no matter what. I can't see really anybody else with Dick. Even with that girl that was with him, Sam, that was with him for a while. Barbara will always be Dick's, go-to. But I like how there's this new kind of VR thing that's out where it's a little thing on this guy's wrist. He goes to this food place. I forgot what it was, like a deli. He's like, yeah, look at this. And it shoots out a projection, and the projection covers the entire store. And it makes it look real and feel real until, of course, you get out of the store. And then, or you get away from the projection area. And then it's like, oh, it's just total VR. I liked it. And then, Dick ends up, somebody else ends up being killed by this cyber person. We don't know who. And he also had that VR chip on him. So I'm not telling you guys crime scene. You got to read this book. I enjoyed it a lot. But he ends up taking it and doing research with it, and something goes wrong while he's researching it. And it gets, how do I say this without sounding gross and without spoiling too much? Let's just say it attaches to him deep down inside. And now he's trapped in this like cybernetic reality inside of himself. To be continued. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff, to say the least. A lot better than what we've had with the Judge. I feel like we've got a long way to go before Nightwing is going to be up there for me. But it was still an enjoyable read. I will say that.
All right, Green Arrow number 40.
I hated that cover. I got Mike the Variant physically.
I have to say it was actually average, this book. It's just like Green Arrow, who meets up with this new team called the Vicary Resistance League. It's the last three kids up.
Dick, Corey for life. I'll be honest. I'm sorry, I didn't read that before you started. To be honest, I could see Dick with Starfire too. They were engaged at one point. I could see that too. I'll give you that. I can see Dick with Corey or with Barbara.
Okay. All right, so as I was saying, so Green Arrow meets up with this group called the Vicary Resistance League, or the last three kids of Rapastan, or however you say it. So he's actually trying to show them training because he feels like they're not trained enough. So what he does is that he tries to train them in case there should be like any emergencies or whatnot. And that's what he does throughout the issue. And we get a little bit of a backstory about these characters also. And then like later on that night, we get the Nothing character who appeared in the last issue that he goes up against. And after that, like with the help of the Resistance, one of them gets reunited with their father after his mother died. So that was actually... the mother died years ago, but he never saw his father for like a couple of years or so, so he got them together. And, so now that's the end of that. So now I guess he goes back to his own story of wherever he was, like probably back in Seattle probably. And we'll see what goes from there. So, just average. I can't say if it was good or bad. It was just average.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so DC Nation, number 0, 3 all-new tales. The book opens up with Batman, followed by a Superman story, followed by a No Justice setup. What DC Nation number 0 is, and why you should not pay for the variants unless you are totally dedicated to whatever variant it is, and you should just get the free one. It is 100% complete setup. First story arc. The first story is Joker messing with this random guy and torturing him, talking about Batman marrying Catwoman, waiting for Batman's wedding invitation, and being ready to join Batman's wedding. We all know Joker's going to try to crash Batman and Catwoman's wedding. We all know that's going to happen. We all know that it's going to be the road to the wedding that we end up dealing with. Batman or the Bat family end up having to deal with Joker. That's a lot of setup for the wedding. Second story is setting up the Man of Steel. We get introduced to a new character that Brian Michael Bendis will be introducing to the Daily Planet because Lois, we don't know where Lois is yet. It's unknown at this point where Lois is. It says to be continued in Man of Steel number 1. So we don't know where Lois is. She's gone. So they're looking to hire somebody else on the beat. Now, obviously, if Perry is so quick to hire somebody else on the beat, obviously Lois is alive. but she's doing something else. Or she's left the Daily Planet for X amount of time. Why? How? What? Where? I don't know. We don't know. This leads into Man of Steel #1. So the new woman they introduce, which I'm not surprised with the woman that Bendis picked. She's going to be the new beat reporter in Lois's place. And apparently she looks like she's so sweet, down to earth, lovely. However, she has a dark secret. She's going to own the Daily Planet and half of Metropolis. So she's kind of, you know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of Rabbit, a girl that we saw during the Steel Saga when it was the return of Superman or the reign of the Supermen. She looks like she has like this dark kind of thing about her, and she's going to own Metropolis or own the planet or own whatever she wants because she's just that damn good and manipulative. A new problem for Clark Kent, possibly for Superman as well. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I don't like her. But I don't think as readers we're supposed to like her. But where's Lois? You know, what went on with her and John? We'll have to wait and find out in Man of Steel. Now, if Action Comics goes the way this story went, but we did get some Superman, and then we got some Clark Kent, we are going to be good for Action Comics. If Action is only going to be dealing with the Daily Planet and what we read here, you know, take all the Superman out, tain't going to be good. Tain't going to be good. I could predict that already. But we don't know yet. We'll have to wait. We'll have to, number one, we're going to have to all read the Man of Steel miniseries coming at the end of this month, going through June. Second, we're going to have to see how Action Comics goes starting in July. And it's only going to be once a month. So guess what? It's going to take us that much longer to figure out if we're going to like Action Comics' new direction or not, because it's a once-a-month book again, just like Superman will be a once-a-month book again. The swan song for Dan Jurgens and the rest of the Action Comics crew, Action Comics Special, a one-shot. Superman, which I love how the cover has Superman outside of his trunks, but then when you go in the book, you can actually see that it's Superman in his classic outfit again. Superman versus a dark, older, future version of Lex Luthor, who finds out Superman's identity and wants to do nothing but destroy him and ruin him, because no matter what, no matter how much success Lex Luthor has had over the years, Superman was always the one thing that was ahead, that had eluded him, and that was always one step ahead of him. So no matter how great he had become, Superman was always that one thing, that one problem. So he found a way to travel back in time. And what's the one thing he wants to do as he travels back in time? Get revenge on Superman. What's the one thing he doesn't do in this arc? You all guess it? Didn't get revenge on Superman. But Lex Luthor gets involved because at first Superman thinks it is his Lex. And then when it's the big reveal that it's old man Lex, I wasn't surprised. Didn't surprise me at all, but I loved it. I think Dan Jurgens delivered us a really solid, it's the 90s all over again, except we can call it the reign of Bendis. Let's hope not. What was I going to say? Lex Luthor, he goes to, I like how the status quo of Superman and Lex Luthor has been fixed now that Lex Luthor no longer is wearing the armor that has the Superman S on it. So now it's kind of back to status quo where Lex Luthor just hates Superman and Superman hates Lex, and it's just it's back to the regular back and forth between the two of them. So, but Lex still has a good streak in him. You see him wanting to help people still. So I commend him for that. So Lex is trying to help people. Superman is dealing with the older, eviler version of Lex. And in the end, he dies. Not really a big spoiler there. We all knew it was going to happen. Or he was going to get sent back into time. So that Lex dies. Superman doesn't reveal that it was old man Lex to Lex Luthor. He just kind of says, it was a person who died a long time ago. And flies off. We get two more stories in here. First one is a Lex Luthor story that led into Lex Luthor running for president. So yes, President Luthor did happen in the Rebirth reboot of Superman. They confirm it here that Lex Luthor did in fact run for president, go crazy, and we had Public Enemy. So the Superman Batman line did happen. The President Luthor stuff did happen. So I like that a lot. And then the last story written by Max Landish was a Lois Lane story connected to her car. And I like Max Landish. He really knows how to write Superman stuff, man. I'll tell you all, he does a great job. It was a great story. And then there was a story at the end, but it feels like it was more of a teaser for something coming in the future because it didn't feel like something that was happening in Superman. I got like 1 or 2 pages in. I'm like, this has nothing to do with the Superman special at all. This is just something, unless it's in the Superman special, the last part, like part 2 of 2 of whatever this is. But I didn't like it. I didn't care, so I stopped reading it. The last story, if it is a story and not what am I looking for? A setup for a new comic coming. I didn't care, so I stopped reading it. So I don't know if it was part of the book or if it was part of, like, this is the end of the book. We're going to give you a teaser for another series coming out soon. Whatever it was, I didn't care for it, so I stopped reading it. And with that, that was it for Action. I loved it. Dan Jurgens, I'm going to miss you. I really, truly hope. I know I'm asking for too much, but I do hope we get at least one more run with you and Superman before you retire completely in writing. And I don't see Dan Jurgens retiring anytime soon in comics. He's now taking over Green Lanterns. So I don't see Dan Jurgens leaving comics for a very long time. However, I do hope we get one more Superman run, whether it be Action, Superman, whatever. I do hope we get one more run of Superman from Dan Jurgens before he retires and hangs up pen and paper once and for all. Action Comics special was amazing. It was a great final issue for the original or the Rebirth Action Comics team. I'm looking forward to Peter J. Tomasi's Superman. I think, did we get the Superman special? We didn't get the Superman special yet, I don't believe. No, we got them moving. That was what we got so far. So I'm looking forward to that. I think the last story is about the New Age of here. I don't know, Tevia. Let's not even try to label it. But I did enjoy it. Rebirth, Lex Luthor. I like that Lex is back to where his status quo was pre-New 52. He belongs there. That's just Lex Luthor. I like Lex being good. Don't get me wrong. I liked his Forever Evil after Forever Evil, where he was actually good. But nothing can top the classic Lex v Superman. And I think we needed that, and we got it back. Whether we see that in the Bendis run, to be determined. Great book, great story, and that is it for this week's Dark Avenger comic book review. Before we go, I want to point out a few things. We have the Media Jack over on Twitch and all over social media. Go check him out. We had Justin here. Exile State Comics does Sunday morning comic streams and actually did a free comic book day Sunday night-ish stream. Go check Justin's channel at Exile State Comics. We had JLS Comics in here. Jesse does Thursday comic conversation. Well, it's not called Thursday. It's comic conversation. Go check that out on Thursday over on Jesse's channel, JLS Comics. Everybody here has done reviews and live shows. Check out everybody I've mentioned here. I will thank everybody for being here live soon. Don't forget, tomorrow night is Frontline Live episode 200. Hopefully everybody will be there. We're going to have a really fun 200th episode. And then this week, we're going to have a special video at the end of the week on this channel. There's going to be some fun stuff at the end of May, possibly. We're going to have a video starting up at the end of May. Oh, Justin, you never have to thank me, man. You know I do this at the end of all my shows. We're going to have a special monthly series possibly starting on this channel in May if all goes well. Fingers crossed. We have a special video, like I said, at the end of this week. SoundCloud is coming up soon. The next episode of the Dark Avenger podcast, which will be on SoundCloud exclusively for one whole month before it makes it here on YouTube. That will be going live hopefully by the middle to... Yeah, no, we're going to have to say by the middle of May because we want to have some time before we get into June. There will be a live stream. On my birthday is Frontline Live, so it won't be on my birthday. We might do it either the day before my birthday. Well, no, we can't because of the Dark Avenger review. We might do it the Sunday before my birthday. We'll see. We'll see how we'll do it, but we're going to set something up. Maybe the Wednesday after my birthday, the day after my birthday. We'll see how we're going to do it. But there is something I'm setting up for, hopefully, fingers crossed, at the end of the month, live show-wise, where we might have some fun stuff. Consider it a teaser. I can't say more than that right now because nothing's confirmed yet. So with that, thank you, Tevia, Justin, Jesse, Jeremy. We had Doomsday Comics pop in here. We had the Comic Bueller pop in here. We had Alan. We had Eagle, who popped in for a while. I said Doomsday. We had Legend Storm pop in for a while as well. He was here at the beginning. I'm sure he probably had to go to bed because of school. We had Tyler, who came in for a bit. I'm going up the list. Yes, I mentioned Legend Storm TV. I believe that. Oh, we had Renegade. Renegade came in at the beginning for a little while, so I'm glad. Thank you, Renegade, for coming by. I really appreciate that. It's great having you on here. And with that, this show is no longer live, so now it's up to you guys. Post live. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about the books that came out this week. Likes, dislikes, agree, disagree, recommendations. We'd love to hear from you guys. Until next time, everybody, thank you all for being here live. Thank you all for watching this video. Like I said, hopefully we'll hear from you. Whoever hasn't been with us in the live show, if you're watching this post live, hopefully we'll be hearing from you in the comments below. Till then, everybody, take care. Keep reading, keep collecting, and we will see you guys in the next episode of the Dark Avenger comic book review next time.
Later, everybody.
Later, everybody.